even the prison, since Professor Mills died, had not been given operational vehicles. I spoke about the fact that the prison officers themselves, in terms of accommodation, are in a certain difficult place. I spoke about the fact that remuneration was a problem. I spoke about the fact that the prisons are not humane enough. And I asked that if you are a politician or a person with power, be careful. Focus on the prisons as well. Because if you don't, one day, if your malfeasance comes up, that will be your second home. Now, speaking of which, I got a message from a young man, a young journalist in Wa, telling me about the prisons up there. And he put that video up. The prisons there, wall is broken. This is it. The wall in the prisons of Wa is broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's been broken for months. This is a place supposed to be, a confined space that's supposed to be handling the situation of, inmates and all of that. It's broken. It's broken. And we are watching. It's been there for months. I remember that it was sent to me once, about 2 or 3 months ago. I ignored it, and the gentleman sent it again on Saturday. It's broken. The prisons are why it's broken. This is it. I mean, and it's sad, see, because the institution, if you are seeking to reform somebody, the institution where the person will be reformed must be a decent place. The way it is now, it looks like some drug hub. It does. Look at it. It's broken. Wall not painted. What kind of subvention do we even give the prison service? And I'm talking about it because I'm one of those they call spare parts. We don't treat them right. We don't treat the officers right. We don't treat inmates right. We don't treat the facility right. We don't treat anything right. This is it. The Wa prisons. So, Director General of Prisons, good morning to you. Please call the Minister for Interior. Tell him that your prisons at Wa, this is the situation. Somebody sent this to me from Wa. Your prisons at Wa, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's all good. It doesn't look good at all. So the barbed wire that is on the wall is broken. The barbed wire that's on the wall, what is it supposed to be? The barbed wire on the wall. There's a barbed wire on the wall. The wall is broken. What is the barbed wire supposed to achieve? The way it is now, you put barbed wire there, means that people could escape through there. And it's been broken for months, and you are watching. I'm talking about the Ghana Prison Service. How much money do you even give the prison service? How much? Do you give them subventions? You are feeding one prisoner with 1 CD 80 pesos. 1 CD 80. That's the height of wickedness. That is the height of wickedness. 1 CD 80 pesos. The height of all the wickedness put together. That is the height of it. 1 CD 80 pesos. If they put you in jail and they ask you to do 1 CD 80 pesos a day for breakfast, lunch, and supper, will you survive? So I've drawn your attention. This is the Wa police station. I've drawn your attention. Pay attention to it. Danny, let's go to Teshi. Last week I showed you a road construction that's happening around Teshi First Junction, where 3 electric poles have been left in the road, in the middle of the road, the heart of the road. And I know that when I spoke about it, I had some people call me and say, call the contractor. I don't need to call the contractor. The contractor needs to be smart enough. The assembly needs to be smart enough. The people at the Ministry of Roads and Highways need to be smart enough to know that you cannot keep electric poles in the heart of the construction space, the street. And that if you have to do that, you have to cordon off the area because the road is still open. It's a construction site, for God's sake. It's still open. Now we are putting asphalt on the road. So the asphalt we are putting on the road, and the poles are still in the heart of the road. Somebody said, look aside there. They are putting new poles there that they will transfer that. But say, you are asphalting it. So when will you come and fix it? Will you fix it after you have done with the asphalting or what? This is in Accra, Greater Accra, Teshi Teshi is not in some what you Fanchinico or some place. Teshi, this is it. Greater Accra, in the heart of the street. Last week I showed you there was no asphalt. We went back to check. There's asphalt on the road now. And you are telling me that, oh, it is not the end, but they will remove. When will they remove it? Why do we do things so recklessly and so dangerously in this country? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? So reckless, so dangerous. Look at it. Look at it. In the heart of the, and my understanding is that somebody says he was all consulted, so they are not interested in what's happening there. The way the road has been constructed now, somebody could use the road and run into the pole. Bam! Then we will call fire service. Then we will call police. Then we will call ambulance service and we ask them to come and fix the problems. But we start the problems on our own and we are paying and facilitating and supervising the problems. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with our Bewale Hello Mini? What is wrong with us? If it's not Kolebu well, it's a Salem well, what is it? This is not good at all. MCE for the Teshi area, I beg you, this is right under your nose. This should not be happening in the Greater Accra region. It should never be happening in the Greater Accra region. That you are constructing a road, there's a pole in the heart of the, and there's concrete under there. So it will take time. So question is this. You have finished asphalting the road. When you want to take off the concrete, you will still mess up the asphalt and have to come back and re-asphalt. So you are wasting taxpayers' money or overspending taxpayers' money, and you expect us to keep quiet about it because you are the specialists, you are the engineers, because you are the professors, because you are the politicians. What is wrong with us? 3 poles, Teshi First Junction. If you have not seen it, I'm telling you, I've seen it, I'm telling you. If you haven't seen it, I've seen it, I'm telling you. I've showed you the WA prisons. I am showing you Teshi. And those of you who are sleeping on the job, whose job it is to ensure that these things don't happen, who are sleeping on the job, we will start mentioning your names on TV. Your names and your titles and the salaries you take, we'll start mentioning them. I will start mentioning them on TV. So that people know that they are paying you for doing nothing, really. People know that they are paying you for not doing your work. This is your work. This should not be happening. WA prison's wall is broken. There's barbed wire on it. Everybody is watching. Now, Teshi First Junction. 3 poles in the heart of the city. And we are working as if everything is okay. We are asphalting. What is wrong? Danny, let's wrap up. Play the education minister's video for me. He had a very good advice. I want to see how the advice applies in the life of the government. Play the video for me, please.
There are families where nobody has ever gone to senior high school. There are places where teachers are complaining that students with aggregate 20 are being accepted. I had a wonderful conversation with someone who is very high up. Called me one day and said, why are you sending students with aggregate 22 to Presec? And I said, sir, I think Presec has one of the best group of teachers in this country. He said, yes, it's true, Presec, yeah, that's my school. They are examiners and they are very good, so they are the ones who are prepared to teach those who have aggregate 25. The idea that students who aggregate 25 should not go to Presec, it boggles my mind. They are the ones who belong to Wesley Girls, where you have talented teachers. So if Wesley Girls want to prove to me that they are the best school and they are the best school, they need to take in students who aggregate 20 and turn them around so that they can tell us that they are better than my famous school, Jate Pramso. So when my teacher pass taking aggregate 30 and 40 and the students don't do, I say, look at them. So my story is a story of education and transformation. And so is the story of a number of you. So we can't look back and turn back on the poor. Once upon a time we were like them. And I say this all the time. Some of you pass in front of schools in our communities where the less privileged children attend. Spend 15 minutes of your time to go there and talk to the children and let them know that if you're a professor, they too can be professors.
Mr. Education Minister, good morning to you. Dr. Yao Educhum. I am presently paying some money to get desks for children in school, Form 1 students. Yes, I'm paying. I've actually paid already. If I say I'm paying, as if I'm now going to look for that. I've paid through mobile to contribute to get children in secondary school Form 1 desks. I have paid for people to get accommodation in some of the free SHS program. I have paid for people to have transport to and fro to school. I've paid for textbooks. You see, the advice you are giving is a good advice because since the CSSPS came, we have seen a certain kind of improvement in the lives of many people who ordinarily would not have had an opportunity to go to certain schools. So people with grade 25, grade 30, grade 38 get to go to the Achimoters, get to go to the Infant Spin Accra Academies, get to go to the Presex and all of that. So you are trying to blend people. That's fine. But you see, this advice will only be materialized if you are able to give the schools the resources that they deserve. Number one, we say we are running free SHS, and that everything is free. So even PTAs cannot contribute. Even PTAs, Parent Teacher Association, they cannot contribute to get the things that are required for the schools. So now you go to school, every child brings a hoe, every child brings a rake, every child brings an iron. So if there are 5,000 students, everybody brings an iron to school. Back in the day, all students are called, say, oh, we need irons for the boys. Then they can get you maybe 10, 15, 20 irons and bring it to the school. You are wondering how the schools are burning down. So your advice is good, but let's get our processes right. Let's be complete in our processes. Because the schools now, they lack the facilities, really. And you know it. So when you are putting pressure on Wesley Girls, Accra Academy, Porter Girls, and St. Mary's, and all of those schools, you are putting pressure on them. You also have to ensure that they have the full capacity of what they need to transform your aggregate 25, aggregate 30 people into A-class students. And Mr. Minister, I wish as a cabinet minister, you would tell the president this simple information you are giving us. That some of the ministers and deputy ministers and some of the CEOs he has appointed, they are not deserving of it. They have aggregate 25, aggregate 30. In same vein, when you go to cabinet, please tell the president that if he really is good, like you are daring the secondary schools, if the president really is good, he should transform those ministers and their ministries into A-class ministries. If the president is really good, this advice you are giving, beautiful advice. The ministers, they have our taxes. The ministers, they have consultants. The ministers, they have chief directors. The ministers, they have all the technocrats and employees. They have deputies. And we have seen how some of them are performing. The schools don't have consultants. They maybe have teachers and technocrats. They don't have chief director, whatever it is. But you are pressing them to deliver A-class education. Fair point. I'm saying that as a cabinet minister, Mr. Education Minister, when you go to the president's cabinet Thursday meeting, tell the president that, Mr. President, this is what I've told the schools. So let's lead by example. The ministers that we have put in place, those who are not performing, those obviously with aggregate 25, 30, 35 and on, please transform them into A-class ministers. So that when we go to the market to go and buy food, we don't struggle. When we want water, it will flow. When we want energy, it will be there. When we want to use roads, there will not be potholes. I want you to tell the president this. When we sleep, we cannot be dreaming about security and be feeling insecure and unsafe. You should tell the president this one. That's my simple appeal. What you have told the schools, you are pressing them. And because they work in a regimental space, they can't complain, they can't reply. Maybe Charles will. They can't complain, they can't reply. But I am saying that for us, who are also your bosses, because we pay taxes to feed you, to clothe you, to make sure that you are comfortable to work for us. We are also saying that when you go to cabinet minister, tell the president that this is what I've told the schools and that this is what the citizens of Ghana through Johnnie's Bite are also saying to you, that those ministers who have aggregate 25, aggregate 30, make them A-class students. Good morning, sir.
Hello there. GMB 2022 is here.